What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 273. Before we get into our guests, I would like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Freedom at Lubbock. It's time to exercise your right to vote. Each year in Lubbock, around 10% of the population chooses and makes decisions on leadership and other important issues for the other 90% of the people who live here. This results in the same kind of leaders and the same kind of results year after year. Democracy works best when we all participate and have our voices heard. That's why we are asking you to vote and take 4 other registered voters with you to the polls this time. Early voting is from Monday, April 22nd through Tuesday, April 30th, and Election Day is May 4th. Let's vote for a change. Vote for Proposition A and stop the arrest. This ad is paid for by Freedom Act Lubbock. So shout out to those guys. Go out and vote. We all know you guys like to smoke that stuff, so if you want to help, come out and, it's democracy. We talk about it a lot in the podcast. But our guest for today is Rafa. He's been on before. Man, I love this guy. He's super funny. He's a really cool dude. Some might think he's my dad. Who knows? But I love the guy. And check out his comedy. And you can check him out April 26th, I believe, in Midland, Texas. It's a really big show. So go check it out. Check out comedy here in Lubbock. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the podcast. It's easy. It's free. It's the best way to support us. Or you can check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/SnakePitStudios, where we have a conversation pit every week for $1. Thanks, guys, and hope you enjoy the episode.
Will that work?
You can add no.
No, I still gotta get it closer.
You be breathing hard too sometimes.
You got to sit up straight. That's what it is. When you
Okay.
If you hear yourself breathing, you got to sit up straight, man. When I'm drunk, you can hear me breathe.
Because sometimes I think it's me, and then I do this. And then I'm like, that's Roy. It's Jim.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. It's me. But we're here. We're here with one of Lubbock's most interesting characters. One of Lubbock's funniest character. One of the most mysterious characters to me, Rafa. I don't even know your last name.
Let's keep it that way.
We don't know where you work. We don't know where you live. We don't know who you are, but we know you.
It's like Adele.
Well, we know a little bit of you. We won't ask too many other questions, but
that's fine.
You're here.
It's like Adele or Seal. It's just Rafa.
just like one word.
You see, I went out of my way to make it easy and simple to have like the stage name, just the simplest thing, so it's easy to remember, and no last name for the most part. Some of them, when they book me, sometimes they want to put my full name. I'm like, okay, whatever. But everybody knows me by Rafa through my whole life, so that's what I prefer.
Yeah, I don't even know. I want to know your full name now. Just keep it Rafa. But where were you born?
I was born in a city called Obregon in the state of Sonora, Mexico. It's kind of underneath Arizona, south from Arizona.
So if we were to drive a car from here, how long would it take?
About 24 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm actually going to Mexico this Sunday morning. I'm taking off. And then I'm going to stay overnight in Nuevo Laredo because it's not good to drive right now on the roads in Mexico.
They'll steal your shit?
They can jump you, basically. They force you to stop with machine guns or whatever. And
Did you kind of see it
safe.
Progress in terms of how dangerous it was?
Yes, I usually go to Mexico at least twice a year, and I seen it progress. To tell you the truth, when I was a teenager, I don't know, I was around 15 years old. It was a Friday afternoon, somewhere around 6:30, 7 o'clock. I was ready to go out and hang around with my homeboys, got dressed up, and I'm ready to run out the door. My mom grabbed me and said, "You got to come with me." I'm like, "Oh, man, come on." But my friend, "No, you're coming with me." I'm like, "Okay, where are we going?" "We're going to a funeral." "Ah, la puta." You kidding me? "Oh, Mom, please." "You're coming with me." Fuck. Okay, so here I am. I don't want my mom also to go by herself. They have killed a guy who was a friend of El Chapo. He was an engineer. He had nothing to do with those business or whatever, but somebody killed him. And they said it was a rival. Back in those days, El Chapo was not in charge of the cartel. He was he wasn't a capo, but he was like a captain. You knew that name. That name was
even back then.
He was a maid. Yeah. He was a maid guy.
What are we talking in the 80s?
Exactly.
70s.
80 something, almost 90, somewhere around there. And So we went to the funeral, and I saw a bunch of guys with machine guns and stuff like that. But I thought there was like maybe a police station somewhere around there that I wasn't familiar with. We went to the funeral, and of course, there's a line of people trying to pay respects to the casket right there. And next to the casket, there's a table with the family of the deceased is there. And right there next to the wife of the deceased, El Chapo was there.
Oh, shit.
So we shook everybody's hand. You say, "I'm sorry for your loss," and all that kind of stuff. And you kind of go like this in front of the casket or whatever. And I shook his hand. And that's how I met El Chapo. I didn't know it was him.
But you remember that face.
Oh, yeah. When I saw him there on the news and when he was captured for the first time in Jalisco, and I was like, oh, shit, I know that guy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one of the tactics that I was told is like the other cartels, in order to fuck with you, they cannot get to you because you got protection or whatever. What they do is they start eliminating your friends, making your circle smaller and smaller.
So that's why they did that.
They psychologically fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't want to make new friends when you're in that business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So little by little, they start taking care of your cousins,
So
your
it's
uncles,
bad to know
your
him,
friends.
like being an outsider.
Exactly. But a lot of people don't know that shit. And again, it's
like his
it's
lawyer's
a rough
best
life.
friend.
You don't have any friends. You know what I mean? You cannot trust anybody. You
start making dumb
so
decisions.
psychologically, they fuck with you like that. So it was one of those things that I can tell. I met El Chapo when I was a teenager.
Oh,
Is it true that he did a lot of plastic surgery throughout the years?
No,
that was another guy.
That's another guy.
And the Lord of the Skies. What's that guy's name?
Señor de los Cielos.
Yeah, that dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Back in those days, Rafa Quintero and Don Neto, they were in charge of that Jalisco territory back in those days.
Like the guy
when I
from
lived there.
Narcos, those people? Like, did
Yeah.
they get it right?
Oh, definitely.
Don Neto, is that his
There's
name?
Don Neto.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I was there when they killed Enrique Camarena from the DEA.
Oh, shit.
And they put like reward. They got the whole page of the newspaper, and it was like $1 million back in those days. Back in those days, I mean, it was a lot of fucking money.
Like American dollars?
Yes. It was just for information to find Enrique Camarena.
Did you ever watch Narcos?
I did not actually.
Because there's the first season when they're hunting Pablo Escobar, they're like, you can't touch a DEA because of that guy. Like Kiki, is that his
Kiki.
name?
That was his nickname, Kiki.
Because they
Enrique
fuck. So like
Camarena.
he's saying, they fuck with you. They killed that the DEA agent's cat, and they're like, that's like killing DEA agent. You fucked up, and they just sweat through that area because of that guy. You weren't allowed to touch DEA agents, and the cartel knew that until they killed that dude, and it just became a big deal.
Rafael Quintero was crazy, to tell you true. In that sense, he thought he was all powerful and almighty, and he was in Mexico, but he didn't think much of the consequences of what he did, and then he paid for the price for that.
Didn't they just release him?
And they
Or
got
he
him
died?
again.
Oh,
Yeah, somehow I guess he had some stash. He paid some money. He got out for a little bit, and then they want him back into jail. The United States wanted him back in jail, and they put him back in jail.
Well, hell, El Chapo, he would get captured and throw parties, right? Like he would pay them off, throw parties, distract everyone, and then there's footage of him like crawling through some little hole that they dug out, and he was out
they
again.
talk about it in Narcos Mexico, but he started doing the tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So you think, like he's now captured here in the U.S. Is he,
Yeah, in the United States you cannot.
Have you heard of that prison that he's in?
That's where Epstein
Is it-
or was.
That Supermax is like the Supermax of all Supermaxes in Colorado.
Uh-huh.
They are. There's a guard. I don't know if this is true, but the guard was like, you can see it in their faces, like the worst of humanity. Walk in there and realize, like, oh shit, because you don't get nothing. 23 hours, you're in a room smaller than this. You don't even get to go outside. You get no visitation. You don't get any phone calls.
Yeah.
You barely even get to live. And he's like, he was talking about Chava. He's like, oh, he saw it on his face. Like, oh shit, I'm not coming out of this. You're basically going there to
done.
die.
You're done.
You're not leaving that place.
Well, because he was in. Because where's that prison at?
somewhere in Colorado. I
But
don't know.
at first, or he was in the one in New York where Epstein,
that's where he was.
Epstein was staying.
Yeah, he was there waiting trial.
Yeah.
Correct.
Rikers, I believe. But
So you're just there just to rot, pretty much, huh?
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's where you go to die.
Yeah.
you ain't going to. You ain't getting out of that motherfucker.
That's
I
true.
think the Unabomber was there. If I'm not mistaken, Ted Kaczynski. Hey, is it true? I don't want to incriminate this podcast with these cartel stories. Is it true though?
What?
Like Mexican funerals, like traditionally they'll like parade your casket, they'll pick it up and walk you to the cemetery from the church. Is that something?
It still is a tradition.
I want them to do
even,
that to me.
Even the Italians, I remember seeing like The Godfather, and especially in small little towns, they do that.
Like a Catholic
because
thing?
exactly, they usually put some musicians in the front, and then the casket in the front, the musicians in the back, or whatever, and the whole family and friends they all make this, like you said, parade, but it's just to basically the last trip that you're gonna have.
I want them to do that to me.
And it kind of looks cool, to tell you the truth.
That's what I'm saying.
When they put you down on the ground and they're singing songs that you loved and liked.
And everybody that loved you is like, I think everybody that loves you takes turns carrying your casket.
I've seen those funerals and my God, it hits you right here. Like, oh, dude, it's so powerful and emotional. And it's the coolest thing ever. I really like that shit.
Is there a lot of like rituals and sort of ooky spooky things that the people of Mexico do?
There has
Are
always
they,
been
like,
stories and La
superstitious
Llorona,
people?
superstitious, chupacabras and all kinds of stuff.
Well,
I'm not even talking about like that, like praying to like saints, like death and shit like
La
that.
Santa Muerte.
Yeah,
There's
it's a big
stuff
deal.
like that.
What
Yeah.
is the saint where it's like a drunk dude? You know what I'm talking about?
Saint Arnold.
No, there's like a saint that it's a statue. I've seen it before. It looks like a saint, but he's holding like a bottle.
I'm not familiar with that.
Because there's
Hold
that.
on, Jen's
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy. Look him up, would you?
I forgot I have a computer. What was it? Jesus.
Hey, Jen.
Hi.
Jen's back on the pod.
Sorry.
She's running a little late.
I had to clean my kitchen. I made dinner and I couldn't just leave. You know what I mean? I couldn't just
And you got a Modelo Michelada? What is that?
on the way here.
Nice.
Damn it! I should have asked you to get some more beer.
Oh, well. Fuck. Can you open it? I got you.
But where were we going with this?
Because I've also seen
This is what I
the
thought.
Grim Reaper.
That's Santa Muerte.
Yeah.
Santa Muerte, sí.
Because
That's a really cool statue right there that they blinged it out.
but yeah, this is the one I was talking about.
That's
Yeah, there's a legend. You should read it. It's very, very interesting. Like I said, it's a false hero, and
If you go,
he was a criminal.
you're
So
gonna
all
have
the
to.
criminals prayed to him. And
If you're gonna have to go back and listen to this episode, but pretty much Rafa met El Chapo when he was 15 years old.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
All right, brother. I gotta ask, what you got on the notes? Nobody ever brings notes.
I wanted to. I check some of the podcasts you have done, and I noticed that a lot of my friends been here.
And there's more coming. We haven't put them out.
Yeah, exactly. So I made a list. I know the last one was Chris Heist, Morgan Hyman, Samuel Douglas, and DJ Lacey Lee.
My boy.
Dave, they're super cool. Dave Clayton,
My other
super
boy.
cool. Sophia
He just texted
Villalobos, Curtis Hines, Val
That guy, gotta
Vorba,
get him back on. Shout out to her.
Holly Harper.
Shout
was
out to
here.
her, Harper Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. And I actually brought tonight the story that I wrote for Harper, for Jared Harper.
Are you gonna make us cry?
A little bit.
Let's wait till the end.
You see, I like to play with people's emotions. That's kind of like my comedy style.
Yeah, but usually
And,
sexual and sensual. Now you want to get sad. Huh?
I can. Don't spoil it. Believe me, you're gonna like it. Okay. You're really gonna like it. Yeah. You tell me whenever you're ready, and then I can tell you the
Fuck
story.
it. Let's hear it.
You could be sad and sexual.
Fuck it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh, right now?
If
Oh,
you
you
want.
cut me off guard. Jesus.
All right,
You see where you
no.
are?
Wait till the end.
Okay.
Whenever
we
you're
want to be-
ready.
Because you
Okay.
got to prepare. We'll sync it up to the.
Perfect.
There we go.
Mhm.
Stickman. He's come. We did one with him. That hasn't come out yet.
Who's
Okay.
Stickman?
I can't think of his name right now.
Ricky Reed.
Ricky.
Oh,
The
okay.
one- yeah. Selena's coming on next week. Tanner.
Tanner, he's very
He's
good.
coming on
also.
the following week.
Okay.
So yeah, all your buddies. I really enjoy because now that I don't know if they know this, the mayor election's coming up in May.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna have a few of them candidates come on this podcast. So that's gonna be serious.
That is awesome.
So we have a few coming on.
Okay.
So we gotta get serious. So when I get
Perfect.
to have you guys on, we can have a little bit more fun.
Oh, yeah,
talk a
it's
little
more
bit more
relaxed.
shit.
You can do whatever.
Morgan, you didn't even mention Morgan, my boy.
Yeah,
Morgan
did.
Hyman, yes.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
my fault.
Like I say, I try to see who I recognize because sometimes the pictures are kind of little on myself, and that's what I was trying to look. But I noticed that a couple of them have mentioned me on your podcast and stuff like that. Also, you did a podcast with Ricky and Morgan Hyman.
Yeah, I did theirs.
I just saw that, and you guys mentioned me a couple of times in there. So that was a lot of.
Did you like that
Was a
one?
lot of. Oh yeah,
I
loved
didn't.
it.
I didn't remember what I said. I was a little buzzed.
It was funny.
I was
liked
trying
it.
to be
Yeah,
funny.
well, it's again they're all my homeboys. They know me very well. They like me.
I know you're a little bit private, so I don't think you would do that, would you?
No, I don't.
You would go do that one?
Yeah, of course.
Y'all should do it too. It's pretty fun.
What is it?
It's called Fuck You Do, and it's about you talk about your job history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was
I
a lot
would
of
totally
fun.
do that.
I really like it.
Yeah, man. And then do you know Too Tall? What the fuck is his name?
Jason.
Jason. He's a comedian, I guess. He said he's gonna get back into it. I don't know if
Okay.
you know who that is.
Um,
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, he's got a podcast. Everybody's doing their thing, man.
that's good.
I'm really
I like
happy
that.
to see it.
Okay.
Shout out
But
to
like I
him.
said, I was very happy to notice that you have here a lot of my friends, a lot of them, and not just comedians, people that I know.
Oh yeah.
So these are artists. They're part of our community and painters, sculptures, and all kinds of type of arts that they do. And you guys are given this venue to express themselves, and it makes me happy that it brings me joy that you're friends with my friends. So that's super good. Because I know you, I don't know, for how many years since I met you
3 or 4, I think.
at least 3 or 4 years. Yeah,
How long you been in Lubbock?
10 years.
Where were you before that?
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, shit. You told the story about the lions or something like that, right? You
Tiger,
remember
my tiger story.
Yeah, that one. Now I remember. Because you weren't here when he did this.
That's when I was in Fort Worth. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
so it's been a while.
Then after before that, I was in Miami, and before that, I was in LA, and before that, I was in Mexico. I've been around.
He's really hitting that whistle. I'm watching him like.
Try it. Have you tried? Try it out.
No.
Not into it.
For the
It's
people,
oxygen. It's not into it.
For the
It's
people
air.
He's gonna
listening.
get dizzy.
for the people that listen, that's a rape whistle. There's nothing in that.
Rafa gifted us a rape
And
whistle.
he's sucking on it. Pause. And,
He gave me one too.
You gonna suck on it?
Huh?
Try it.
You gonna suck on
And you
it?
gotta put your finger over the little thing.
There you go.
What happens if I?
Don't be scared. Take a big hit.
Clip it. Clip it. Clip it. Clip it. Gay. Gay.
So, no, never mind. We'll go with that.
Man, I got so many stories. I mean, so many things I want to ask you, but I don't even know if I can ask you.
Well, one of the things I'm about to go to Mexico this Sunday. I'm taking out this Sunday. I'm going to be there for 14 days.
Nice.
When I come back, I have April 12 and April 13.
This is
I
why
have
you're here.
Exactly. 2 of the biggest shows I have ever been to have. I'm going to open for Paul Rodriguez in Odessa and also in Midland. I mean, Paul Rodriguez was the biggest thing. I remember, when I was in LA, the biggest guy when it comes to Latino comedy was Cheech Marin from Cheech and Chong. And he was in every TV show, every movie you can imagine. And he was on the top for, 5, 10, 20, I don't know for how long. And then it was Paul Rodriguez who took over. And then after that, it was George Lopez. Now it's Gabriel Iglesias. So you see, you only get so many years to be on the top. So Paul Rodriguez is someone very, very important when it comes to comedy. And I have the honor and the privilege to open for him. Michael Chills is one of the producers in that area, Midland, Odessa area. And he's the one who hooked me up. I have done a few shows with him. The last time I did a show was in San Angelo with Michael Chills. And he told me, dude, you got to open for Paul Rodriguez. You'll be perfect. He saw me performing in front of a Mexican audience, and I just killed.
Boy, the Mexican women love you, don't they?
Oh, fuck, dude. It was an incredible show. It was fucking fantastic.
So you're the first act? Like, you open up the show?
Yeah,
Oh,
very much.
shit. Are you excited?
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. I'm super excited. I'm super nervous, but if that's the biggest thing that I can do in comedy, I'm happy with it. I'm okay with it. You see what I'm saying? It's just it's someone again that is very important in the show business, and especially for comedy. And I don't want to say it's one of my idols, but it's someone that I definitely looked up to. So that's, to me, that's super cool. So that's what is coming up. First, the Mexico trip. I have a couple of shows at a couple open mics over there. One of my cousins already hooked me up in Hermosillo.
You're not scared to do comedy in Mexico?
Not at all.
Say the wrong thing to the wrong person?
Not at all.
Get killed?
No, I haven't. No, well, my stuff is, as you know, it's a little more sexual and.
Yeah, but what if you, what if you
kind of-
riz up the cartel's girlfriend and they're like, no way? You know, that don't scare you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to put fear in your heart.
Not really, but now
I'm sure
now
he
I'm
knows
thinking
his
about
way
it.
around.
I don't mean to put fear in your
No,
heart.
I can always say just a joke, buddy. You know, I didn't mean nothing at all. I don't know you. I don't know her. I didn't know it was gonna be here tonight. You know, I mean, that kind of thing. Sorry, excuse me. You know,
My bad, dog. I'm paranoid, dude.
nah. I can say so. When it comes to comedy, I've done it a couple of times in Mexico, and they're super cool with me.
When you go there, is it pretty easy? Just in and out? Like they let you in and out?
Going in is very easy. Coming back, the lines are tremendous, and they ask you questions and all that kind of baloney. But it is what it is.
Not to get political, but you have to go through those lines. There's like lines you go through, like channels of entry.
You're in your vehicle, but it's a huge line of vehicles.
Okay,
So
I got
it's
you.
yeah.
You're not
So
flying
it's
over
like
there?
you go through like a certain platform that has like a weight thing on it, so they'll weigh your
They got all
shit.
kinds of cameras
Yeah.
and lasers and
They
things that
ask
they
you
can
what you're
see through
doing.
metal
They see
to
what's in
see
your
you
butt
have
and
so
shit?
many mojados you have inside of the fucking car and shit like that.
Mojados.
Uh-huh.
Is that word offensive to you?
Nah, not really. If anything, it's just how you look
Mojado,
at
is
things.
that the word?
Mojado, that means wet.
Oh, that's what it means?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't know
it's
that.
wet.
I mean,
Like a
and that's from wetback. And
wetback?
that's the
Whatever
derogatory
you just
term
did.
that they used to use.
Is wetback
to
offending?
me, I'm proud of being one. I'm here because I want to be here. I'm not here because I got lucky to be born here. You see what I'm saying? I accomplished this. Nobody could have stopped me, and I made it, and I'm here. You see what I'm saying?
Damn, I
so
love
I'm
it.
proud of that.
Fuck
It's
yeah,
like
dude.
you start from the bottom. Hey, you should be proud where you're coming from, no matter what, anyway. So to me, it's not derogatory
That's
at all.
going to make me cry right there. There you go. dude.
No, that's
Fuck
not
yeah.
correct. But
Oh, hell
yeah, I'm
yeah.
very proud of my beginning and everything that I have accomplished in my life. I'm cool with it.
Do you feel like you're an honorary Texan?
I'm a Texan at heart, but at the same time, I don't know. I got mixed feelings. Let me put it this way, just as an example. Tejano music.
What about it?
Hear about it?
Yeah.
Kiss my ass. There's no such a thing.
What?
Rafa, you.
Why?
Okay.
This is going to get you killed.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
The guy who's singing looked just like me, and he sings in Spanish with the same instruments that we use in Mexico, in the north part of Mexico. So it's Mexican music.
Yeah.
Hello.
No, it's Tejano, brother.
but
It's Tejano.
Okay.
Texas
Tejano,
pride,
'cause
brother.
that-
Tejano food. Frijoles, beans,
that's-
and tacos.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's
Tex-Mex-
Mexican food.
That's
That's
Tex-Mex.
exactly my point.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
because growing up, I've always been told Tejano was the Mexicans that were already here, of course, with their music. But when the Germans came over here and did mix it with polka, that's what created Tejano music. That's what I've always been told.
Okay, but Texas was part of Mexico.
I think you'd
Yeah.
say
You
something. I
understand
think
that?
you would have a different
The
opinion.
only thing that Texas wanted to be their own thing.
Yeah.
Which it never really materialized. They were part of Mexico
Hey, whoa,
before,
whoa, whoa.
and then they became a part of the United States.
Rafa, I love you, but we are our own thing. This is what I'm saying. If you were born here, you wouldn't have said that. This is Tejano. This is Texas. I'm sure it's the same shit. You can make it in fucking
Tejas.
in Florida and California. It's the same shit, but this is Tejano, brother.
Texas is different. In that sense, Texas is definitely different. And they're very proud of their state and stuff like that, and they believe they want to be their own country. whatnot.
You're part of it.
You know what our motto
I'm
is?
still, bro. I cannot like. I'm still a Mexican, 100%.
I get
You see
that.
what I'm saying?
I get that
I
now.
love Texas.
I
Don't
under-
get me wrong.
I understand.
But then I can see the similarities, and it's like, dude, it's just not just because you add a little spice to the rice that makes it, Texas food. It's just still it's the rice and the beans from Mexico, bro. What the fuck are you kidding? A taco's
Oh,
a taco.
you're gonna divide this podcast, brother. Damn, this is gonna get you killed, man.
That's
right.
all right.
I get it.
I've been threatened before by the best.
I understand what you're saying. I just like to have some fun. What's your favorite thing to eat? Before you got, you said you're getting healthy and all that. So before you're,
All Mexican food, definitely.
but what
I
kind?
was growing up.
Which-
Carne asada is probably my favorite things. It's something that is from my
Is
state in Sonora.
your mom alive?
Yes.
She make that still?
Oh yeah.
I'd like to try that.
Definitely.
Bring me back a plate.
Okay, no.
I was gonna ask you to bring me back some Cuban cigars, actually,
Cuban cigars? I'm not going to Cuba, bro.
but you can get them in Mexico. No, you don't understand. You don't understand this.
I didn't know that.
These guys are laughing.
Okay.
That's the loophole.
Uh-huh.
Is you can't buy them from Cuba, but they sell them in Mexico and bring them here.
And are you sure they're Cuban? Because in Mexico, we're very good at freaking
Mexican
coffee and
cigars.
bullshit.
Just lie to me.
And they're okay.
Just lie to me.
All right. No problem.
Just tell me.
You know what I got from Mexico every time I go?
I know you do. Can you tell me a story about the armadillos? The
albino armadillo boots that I have.
Yes, please.
Well, the problem with that, with those pair of boots, and by now I got about 20 pair of boots.
You killed the only 20 albino
It's
armadillos there
hard.
were.
It's hard to find an albino armadillo. It's very
Oh,
hard.
God, Rafa.
And they got 2 of them for me to make my boots. But the problem was that one of them was still too small. So I had to wait a fucking year so this fucking armadillo will get to the size so that I can use it for my boot. Okay? And I know the vegans are going to hate me. You know?
Fuck them, actually.
Exactly.
Fuck them. You just said it. How do you trust them? You don't know if they're telling you the truth.
Yeah.
How do you know that they're real armadillos?
No, I got to see them.
That's sick. You got to see.
Bro, when you go to because I go to the factory, they measure your feet, and so your boots feel like a glove. They will never hurt you.
What's the brand
They got all kinds of skins hanging, so you get to pick the one you like,
Oh,
with the
you would
color you
hate it,
like. And some of the skins are exotic skins and stuff like that. And
I'm not
they
gonna
were
lie to you,
pricey.
Rob. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What?
And the people listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had money, I would wear elephant boots.
They sell them in
They do.
Mexico.
They do. They sell them
Yeah.
here. You can buy them here.
Kangaroo also.
They're expensive as fuck.
Yeah, all kinds of skins that you
Stingray,
like. Really.
pretty nice.
Oh, I got a couple of those.
I seen those,
One of them, the pink ones, and I got that black one. Oh my god!
The fish ones. What are those called? The bass? Is that what those are?
Bass.
Those are really nice, actually. I really like those.
They look cool. However, I seen the skins hanging. You smell the skin and it stinks like fish. I'm like, nah.
Oh shit!
I don't need that with my stinky feet either. On top of that shit, nah, hell no. You know what I mean? Oh, my feet are gonna start like stinking like fish, and I like stuff that smell like fish too. But you know what I'm saying? But not that much. Not on my feet, by the way.
Oh shit!
You get a good price on them? Pretty cheap.
Yeah, I can buy 2 or at least 3 pairs for the price that I can buy 1 over here. That is not even made to my feet. That is not even measured or custom
So
made.
those are 101s.
Now, when I go there, they usually take from 3 to 5 days to make them for me. And I usually order 2 pairs or 3 pairs whenever I go down.
Anything else you buy over there?
No, I just go there. You know, the only thing you do when you're in Mexico, at least when I go to Mexico, I just eat, drink, and sleep, bro. And that's all I do.
Do you
Yeah,
still
I
have
go to
family out
their-
there?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Absolutely.
what you're gonna go do? Go be with your
Correct.
family?
Well, again, I usually drop off my mom over there, which I did in December.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes on a tour visiting all kinds of family and friends that we have down there. And then when she gets tired, she calls me, okay, come and pick me up.
Oh, she lives.
But when I go there, I spend at least a couple of weeks because the trip is...
Make it worth it.
So, yeah, make it work. Exactly. So,
He said it's about 24 hours of a drive.
I believe it.
yeah, it's a long drive.
Apparently, we still have family in San Luis.
Somebody's supposed to see?
That's where
That's
Juan's from.
Yeah. So
Can I tell you a story?
Sure, go for it.
I thought I could hang with you one time,
Mm-hmm.
and we did shot for shot one time. I don't know if you know this. The 5th shot of tequila.
Mm-hmm.
I took it down. You weren't even bothered. I was like, oh fuck, and I went right outside of Flips and threw up right outside that door. I was
With
like,
5 shots on
after
it?
5, brother.
Why?
I can't do liquor. I can't. I was drinking beer and everything. I'm
Me too.
I don't know, man.
I
can't-
remember that day.
You remember
It
that?
was you and a couple of your friends, and we're going shot by shot.
Yeah, we were with
beer
Izzy.
by beer.
We were with Izzy, the rock star.
And a little start going down. And I'm like, okay, this is it. Before you know, someone took you home, and the party was over.
Yeah.
After that, I went bar hopping, and
You're
I
insane.
ended up at home at, I don't know, 2:30, 3 a.m.
I
that
just
was
remember,
fine.
I just remember that 5th shot. I was like,
I'm used to it. You see, back in the days when I used to be a salesman, I work in LA as a salesman. Part of my job was to wine and dine my customers. So I took them to the best concerts, the best sports, the the best of the best. The best restaurants, the best massage parlors, whatever they want. They wanted drugs, they wanted to drink, they wanted to party. I was supposed to be their driver, their bodyguard, their best friend, and their babysitter. I need to make sure that this guy had the time of his life and make sure that he makes it in one piece to his room, as long as he just buys from me. That was kind of like the deal. So I used to do that a lot. I used to take my customers to Vegas. The company used to give us money for them to gamble, for me to gamble. The best of the best that was given to us. But then having that job, you're not just going to look at them drinking or doing whatever they're doing. You got to join the party.
It's a little piece.
But at the same time, you got to be conscious and you got to be, in control of the situation. So that's how I kind of learned to be in control at all times. It doesn't matter how much I drink, how much whatever I do. I still am on all of my sense. You see what I'm saying?
You're an expert.
Now, when I learned how to chug beer, that's a different story. I was working as a construction helper, I guess, and I was ayudante de un albañil. I was helping this guy building a house. I was, 15, somewhere in there. And we're doing the roof. And you bring a metal bucket full of concrete, you put it on your shoulder, and you walk on this piece of wood, I guess, and it moves as you're going up, and then you dump it, and you go down. You go up and down all day in the sun. And this was in Sonora. It was like 110 degrees all day. At night, I had this fever because all the heat that you absorb through the whole day.
Shit, you had a fucking heat stroke.
Exactly. Pretty much, I couldn't even sleep. I was destroyed the next day, and so I told this guy, the big boss, bro, I'm dying. I couldn't even sleep last night. I feel like shit. And he told me, don't worry about it. And he taught me how to chug a beer. You just do this, drink a kawama, which is a 40, the big one.
How do you say it?
A 40, kawama, that's what it's called, kawama. Mm-hmm. So you drink this thing as fast as you can, and that'll take care of your issues. And you drink the whole thing, you're done. And you sleep like a baby. That's
why them bricklayers.
Well, you gotta
shit
exactly. Those motherfuckers. No, that's hard work right there.
Oh God.
So I've been challenged before about drinking contests or whatever. I haven't met my man.
Don't do it. Actually, I could probably get you now because you said you're not drinking.
When
you want to try it?
No, I don't.
Okay, you see how easy we should, right?
Bro, I was so fucked up of all that. Everything.
I know I can hold my liquor.
Not me.
When my brother had his house built, the bricklayers are out there, but he did his own tile. But the thing is, like, you don't drink when the homeowner's there. But he was doing the tile work, so they thought he was just a worker.
Another worker.
And my brother was like, them motherfuckers, they don't realize I'm the damn homeowner. They're fucking drinking.
They're getting fucked up.
My homie that passed away, we used to drink when I landscape. Just drink all day with him. Sneak him. We had to sneak him, but I used to be able to do that. I can't do that now. I'll be feeling like shit. And that heat, I don't know how you could drink in that heat like that.
Don't you get more drunk when you sweat? Like,
nah, you get less drunk.
You get less drunk? I had always thought when you're drinking and when you're out.
You don't get drunk when
you don't get as drunk.
Yeah.
At least that's my experience.
You got any crazy Vegas stories or some of the wild things that happened to you over there?
Well, you know that story about
But like anything else?
One of the most romantic nights of my life.
You told us that one. You got any other ones that happened?
That was the craziest one. I mean, the rest was just normal Vegas stuff, going to strip clubs, end up with hookers here and there.
Jen, would you be opposed to us going to a strip club when we go to Vegas? I'm not doing that. I'm not spending money.
The last time I went to Vegas, the smell of marijuana is just tremendous. Because now since it's legal, they got all these dispensers or whatever. And they actually have tour buses, which they take you from one dispenser to the other one. And I don't know how people do it. You know what I mean? Because you're tasting these different kinds of whatever cool names they have for the marijuana nowadays. So I can only imagine how fucked up you end up at the end of the fucking tour, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't partake, so I don't know.
But this smell of marijuana is all over the strip. You see what I'm saying? You're like, what the fuck? Inside of the casino is not.
It's crazy.
Like,
the whole strip smells like it, right?
Yeah.
But somebody at the table was scared to smoke outside. I was like, just do it. They ain't gonna
I
arrest
looked
you.
at the laws.
They
I
ain't
looked
gonna
at the laws
arrest you.
before we went, and I saw that you can't smoke in public. And
But
I
it
was
would
like,
be.
lame.
I was about to say
I was just
something.
paranoid.
Have you been to jail?
Where? Which city?
Jail sucks. First of all, have you been to Mexican jail?
Yeah.
Oh, was it bad?
That's all right. Nothing to write home about it. I can tell you that much.
Well, that's all I was asking. All right. Well, you see, that's why I don't know what we
You
can
see,
ask you.
I got to make a distinction over here. I've been to jail. I never been to prison.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Of course. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Jail sucks. But my whole point was it kind of would have been funny if Jen went to jail for weed in Nevada. That's all my point was.
But you wouldn't even try to get me out or
Yes,
anything.
what the fuck is? Yes, I would. It would have been like
I don't know.
you would have got booked and let out
You
that
need
day.
to get the whole experience, by the way.
I don't want the whole experience.
You wouldn't even gone to jail. You'd have got a ticket.
I don't want to go to jail ever.
Yeah, don't do it. It sucks. Don't do it.
I just know my fucking mugshot would look so bad.
Give us your best mugshot look. Like, hold your phone.
But that's
up where you're
what I'm saying, Jen. Because
What would your best mugshot be?
it would have been her crying and sad, puffy
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, my eyes would have been like swollen. My lash would be like lifted right here.
Talking to
And
the
I
mic.
would
Talking
be
to the
like-
mic.
I said my eyes would be swollen. My lash would be like partially lifted because it's already almost like lifted. So when I cry, it definitely lifts. So I would just be like,
It's still trying to put on a smile, though.
real
I like
sleepy looking.
You wouldn't have
Yeah,
gone to
I would
jail.
just look sleepy.
You wouldn't go to jail. They
No.
just gave you a ticket or tell you to
But
put
I know
it out. I mean,
Is
the
there a
girls would be
mugshot
nice
of
to
you?
me.
Is there a mugshot of you?
Are you lying?
I've never thought of that.
I paid money to get it cleared. Hell no.
Oh, you
I'll
have
bet
to.
it's still up
You
there.
can pay to get it cleared.
After 7 years,
Oh,
you
okay.
get expunged.
Oh shit. Do you have it?
If
Like, do you have
if
it?
we pull it up, we're gonna sell it on T-shirts, and let's not do it right now.
But do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
How come I can't see it?
Because it's embarrassing. That's why we don't need to be doing that shit right
By
now.
embarrassing, do you mean you don't have a mustache or long hair?
Or like just the crime itself?
All of it. When was the last time you went to jail?
Let's change the subject. I don't
I can't
remember.
believe
It's
you've
been
been
a
to
while.
Mexican jail. That's crazy.
What'd you get arrested
I'd be
for?
scared.
Fight. It was a bar fight. Couple of people got stabbed. I didn't stab anybody, but I was part of the fight.
Oh
So
my God.
they got arrested. A bunch
Take
of
everybody.
us, like 25 of us in there. And then we end up all homeboys anyway when we were all together in the cell. But it's just
So when you go to Mexico and drink, you're at the bars and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is it pretty fun? Is it any different than here?
Yes, it's a different flavor. You gotta be there to really experience it.
I want to.
Yeah,
I'm scared of Mexico.
let's
though.
go. I'll take
I'd
you.
go with you.
I've
I'd go with you actually.
I've always wanted to go to Mexico City.
Shit, me too.
The only thing I can tell you, last time I went to Monterrey, and then we went to another place called Roma or something like that by the border. We were driving, and that area, the little town, is being shot out. It's pretty much a ghost town by now. You see, like the bullet holes, like from big caliber. You know what I mean, like huge caliber. And whenever I made it to the United States, I was almost like I took off my invisible bulletproof vest. I felt so good. Like I knew my life was not, because it gets in your subconscious. You know what I mean? It's just you feel in the air, the tension, the danger. You feel it.
No, it's a whole different world.
oh,
As soon as
yeah.
you cross that border,
You feel
you just
different.
know you're in a different world and you don't fuck around. Like you just, I don't know. That's just how I've always
You cannot
felt
trust
about
the
it.
police.
Well-
You cannot trust the soldiers. You cannot trust, and they have all kinds of divisions from the state police, the municipal police, the federales, the secret police. Then you got the las fuerzas armadas, then the ejército, and the Marines or whatever. They had so many freaking divisions, and a lot of them wearing masks. So if one of them fucks with you, so who did it? A guy that looks just like this guy. I mean, you know what I mean, with a mask.
Yeah.
They don't have no.
But aren't they all corrupt
or
too?
whatever. Of course.
So it's like you can't really trust no one, right?
That's exactly the feeling. One of the movies that to me did it. What was Sicario?
Is
I
it?
was about to ask
The
you about
one when you see that one, they did an amazing job, bro. Because that's exactly with the music and with the scenes, they're hang people in pieces and heads, and that's exactly what you feel on the border when you see that kind of shit. It's like they did a fucking amazing job. They really did justice on that.
that. Well,
beginning of the
because
scene.
I was actually about to ask you about that. So like in Sicario and like other movies, like when
That
they-
was the most realistic one that I have experienced.
Okay,
that I've seen.
so not to be, dramatic, but like when they have people hanging out in the street, like hanging.
From the
Is
bridges.
that something you do see out
Yes.
there? Damn.
And they put these narcomantas, they call them, but it's like this. I don't know, it's a pieces of cheats or whatever, and they make a sign, and they threaten people like the judge so and so is your next motherfucker or whatever the fuck we kill these sons of bitches because they talk or they say something or they did, you know what I mean? They're not fucking around.
Is it also true that, I guess when it comes to Americans, you have Mexicans who they say are ponchos?
Pochos.
Yeah. So do they pick on them? Like if you're Mexican and you act American, do they pick on you?
You might encounter that.
Because I've always heard that. So
You might encounter some of that. Again, there's all kinds of people who are just regular people, lovely people, good people, and there's other ones that are just looking for a fucking excuse to look you the wrong way and fuck with you.
yeah.
Either because you look white or because you're supposed to you look like a Mexican when you don't speak Spanish. Fuck you, bitch.
Because that'd be
from around here.
that's like my worst fear is I go over there and I'm like, fuck, I don't speak Spanish.
That's why I can't go over there. I have my American attitude over there. Like, I just start jawing
Again,
at people.
when you go there, I recommend you go with someone that's
I'll
from
go with
there,
you.
that lives there, that knows where you can go, where you cannot go,
I'll be like,
and what to do, what not to do.
You
Yeah, pretend in sign language.
Pull this
I
clip.
gotta say, fuck you,
gotta send
talk
it-
to me, cabrón.
I gotta send you this clip, brother, because this shit makes me laugh every
plot
time.
twist, he does sign language.
Because one of my favorite comedians of all time is Joey Diaz, and
I
I
like
just
him
think
too.
this shit is my favorite fucking video ever.
Are you sending it through message?
Yeah, I'm sending it on Instagram. Can you sync up that to the Roadcaster? Is it turned up over there?
Yes.
If not, we can play it on. That's fine. Just play the video. It's one of my favorite videos ever.
Not for nothing, but your wife doesn't say much. I go, she's deaf. She wasn't deaf, she just didn't speak Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
So the guy looks at me and goes, he's all coked up. He's like, I don't know if you know this. I work with deaf people in Cuba, right? Right? So she's like, I'm like, talk to her in deaf language. And he's like, deaf. And he's doing all these noises and shit. And all of a sudden she's like looking at me and she goes, what do I do? And I go, just throw some hand signals and fuck with him. And she's like, and all of a sudden he looks at me and goes, I never studied that language.
Oh boy, right there.
That's funny. I've never even seen that shit.
I wrote a bit, that I mentioned that I work as an interpreter. And between interpreters, we kind of hate and don't like sign language interpreters. The reason for that is because they think they're all that and they're more hands-on and they're very dramatic. When you have like a disaster, a hurricane, they're going bananas and stuff like that. You're like, oh shit, we're going to die just by looking at the guy doing all the signs, you know what I mean? Because he looks so fucking dramatic. And I was thinking, you know how it is when you work a lot and before you know you talk in your sleep. And I was wondering if these motherfuckers, if they talk when they sleep, do they do like you and me or they go, that was one of the things that I wrote.
Oh shit, that's a good one. That's a good
And again, I wouldn't make fun of someone who has a disability, but these guys, motherfuckers, don't have a disability. They have an extra ability, which is do the sign language.
There's no protected class. Everybody can be made fun of.
Okay.
You know who I was checking out last night? Don Rickles. You ever check that motherfucker?
Oh, he was
God,
a beast,
he
bro.
was evil.
He was
it was so
a-
funny. He's a funny dude, man. I didn't save that video.
Hell, he's probably.
I'll tell you what.
he's
That's why I
one of
kept
the
saying that
OGs.
last night. He's like, I tell you what.
I know he's
Just
still
go.
working, but he worked until his freaking 90s.
He
as far
died.
as he died not too long
About
ago.
6 years ago.
6 years ago? Oh.
Yeah.
He worked until he was super
Yeah,
old.
I saw a
bro.
video of him on a talk show a year before he died. He was old, and he was mean even when he was old. Hell,
He
dude,
didn't give a fuck, bro.
he was
But then it
like-
became his style.
You know what's fucking crazy? And not to get political, I saw a video in the 80s, and he was like, I make fun of the blacks, I make fun of the Jews. And then he probably was like, not really. But then he was like, I make fun of this. And he was like, I don't make fun of the Jews, man. And I'm like, damn.
Well,
crazy.
again, who wasn't
That's why.
Judge
This is
of
why we
love,
don't talk. We don't talk about
show
that.
business? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Not to get political.
Hell, he was like friends with Frank Sinatra and all
Rat
the
Pack
OGs.
and all that.
Yeah.
All the biggest guys. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All the
Apparently,
mafia
he
guys
was
and
the
shit.
only one that can make Frank Sinatra laugh. Apparently, Frank Sinatra was like a hard ass, and like he was the only one that could get him to be like that.
He told a story. It's to me super funny where he was meeting a girl and he really wanted to have something wrong with this girl. So he asked Frank, "Oh, Frank, I'm gonna meet this girl, at this bar tonight. Do you mind, stop by and say hello? You know what I mean? He just wanted to impress her or whatever." And she goes, "Yeah, bro, no problem. I'll do that. It's no big deal." Frank Sinatra goes to the table and, "Hey, how you doing, bro? Whatever." And he looks at him, he goes like, "Frank, please, I'm busy, okay?" like he fucking destroy him right there, like, what? Get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean? Don't you see that I'm busy? You see that I'm girl, stop it, please. You know what I mean? That was the kind of guy he was. You see what I'm saying? And of course, Frank, instead of getting mad or pissed off, he's like, he just couldn't really, he pulled that shit on his ass like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you didn't talk to Sinatra like that. Yeah, like I heard another story that apparently Frank Sinatra had like a hissy fit, grabbed the ketchup bottle, fucking threw it against the wall. Ketchup went everywhere, and Don Rickles went, "Hey Frank, can you pass the ketchup?"
I was watching Don Rickles stand up. He did like some shit, and somebody booed him, and he's like, "I'll boo this." And he just fucking kept going. I was like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "You're supposed to." That was cool to see because this was in the '80s. He's like, "You're supposed to laugh. Everybody laugh at everybody. Who gives a fuck?" That's what I mean. Like, just
He was definitely one of my influences. Don Rickles, Richard Pryor, Andy Kaufman. He was also one of my favorites as I was growing up.
yeah, I never really listened to that.
Did Andy Kaufman, was he still alive? If he is still alive, he's probably dead now. But have you ever heard that?
Oh yeah, that he
theory
was
that
faking his death.
Yeah.
That he didn't have cancer or whatever. He did have cancer. He did.
Yeah.
I seen. They have a movie about it. And all that shit. Yeah.
Man on the Moon?
I mean, exactly. No, there's another documentary before that.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Andy Kaufman. He was a very interesting character, that's for sure. And kind of like resembles a bit of my style, which is more like a storytelling and more acting. More
How did you
theatrical.
get that style, by the way?
It was by accident, bro. I didn't really plan it. It came out natural to me. To tell you too, the first time a friend of a friend invited me to an open mic. This was called Backstage, and it was at Depot District. So we went there. We checked out the show, and I definitely identified the top dogs right away. I'm like, oh shit, those guys are good. And then I saw the mid level guys. I'm like, and then I saw the low level guys. I'm like, way better those guys. So the following week, I wrote something and I performed it, and it was something because what's his name? Donald Trump mentioned the old Mexican some bunch of the commentary that he made like that. So the following week, I was there looking. So I was wearing a black hoodie, a face mask, like before the one not used, and I was introduced as Rafa. Yeah. So I got this whole thing like, yeah, I'm a old Mexican, and I went off like basically saying that we reproduce a lot. Basically, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It was something about the numbers back in the days when I crossed the border illegally when I was 18. They were saying there was like 20 million illegal aliens in this country back in those days. The way they got to this number was how many they grabbed, that means how many they didn't catch. So basically they thought they had a 50-50 chance to grab people. So therefore they grabbed 1 million guys, and then another 1 million guys went across the border without getting catch. That was just a guesstimate. It's like if you go to a fucking lake, you catch 2 fish the whole day, and you think, oh, well, there's only 4 fishes in the whole fucking lake. That's stupid. It doesn't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? So just imagine that, how many decades go by, keep reproducing, you see how many generations and all that shit, because we Mexicans, we hook up with everybody and anybody. We have plenty of kids. You see what I'm saying? So that was kind of like the story behind it I was building around that. But the whole thing, again, it was the reason I covered myself was because the thing that I was going to say was really fucked up. So I didn't want to end up on a YouTube or some sort of video. I want to be famous for that one. And And before you knew, it was to me, it's kind of like a chill with the audience, and also it catches their attention when you look different. And then I used a luchador mask a couple of times, and use different outfits. I look like an astronaut. I look like
You did an astronaut?
Police officer.
Samurai?
I have used many customs, so I keep coming up with different stories and all that shit. So that was a lot of fun. And before you knew, I was known for that, being a storyteller more than a stand-up comedian.
All because of...
That's how it started. Now I want to thank you guys. You guys were there at my show at the Mano Negra. That was a great show. I hope you guys really like it and enjoy it.
That was a good ass show.
I was the headliner that night. It was a fantastic show. There was a guy that you guys brought that he was wearing Western gear, but he was Hindu or from India, whatever the fuck. Right? I can't remember his name. I wanted to talk to him for a while, but he freaking disappeared on me. So again, I'm very grateful that you guys were there for me.
It's my boy Avi.
Thank you very much for going to the show.
Yeah, it was a good time, dude. Y'all are all pretty funny, man.
Thank you.
Fuck, what was I gonna ask you?
Ask me.
Oh no, I was gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this part in the podcast we did with Ricky. What happened exactly, Jen? I had a few beers at that point, but he was talking about how be funny. He somehow funny.
Yeah, the first part of it was not funny, but the second part was like, oh, that was a good one.
He somehow made it funny, and I was like,
it's a hard subject to try to make it fun. Is definitely a big challenge. I don't believe in censure when it comes to comedy. It should be one of those things where it should be secret. You should be able to talk about everything, anything. I believe in that. Of course, there's more touchy subjects or whatever, and that's one of them. I find a loophole. I know you remember my bed. I use a rooster and a chicken, and I talk shit about the black rooster and the white chicken, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody knows I'm talking about black people, but I'm using the rooster. So I find the loophole. I'll talk about Cindy, the white chicken, that she was born in a trailer park. She was more of a free range type of chicken, that she worked in a strip club and shit like that. She used to do the chicken dance and all that shit, and people love the chicken dance. And then she got the spread eagle and shit, and well, not complete spread eagle, but she's got chicken legs and shit like that, and then she was finger licking good and all that shit. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But I'm talking obviously about
a
a white woman. You see what I'm saying? From a trailer park. That's what I'm doing. But since I'm using chickens and roosters, I can say whatever the fuck I want. Nobody gets offended. And I'm talking about police brutality. I'm talking about all porn. I'm talking about all kinds of shit in my bed. When you really dissect it, I talk about all kinds of social issues. But since I use chickens and cocks and roosters, you see what I'm saying? I can get away with whatever.
I'll pay somebody to make a counter of this man's fake sucking a goddamn red whistle. Jesus Christ. How many times has that been this podcast? Motherfucker.
It's so funny.
You're hitting it like it's real.
Yeah.
Man, let me get you a cigarette. How about you smoke a cigarette, man?
I haven't smoked in like 5 months, bro. At least 5 months.
You smoke weed?
Yeah.
No.
I stopped all that kinds of illegal stuff when my son was born, like almost 39 years ago. I still do all kinds of stuff, but then once you have a kid, things change. You know what I mean?
Not yet.
Yeah. Let's take a pause. I gotta piss.
Okay, go.
Okay, try it, Rafa. See if it goes through the headphone. You have to turn up on your phone.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming up.
How loud do you want?
That's fine. I mean, you can understand this is music in the background.
Yeah.
Okay? As long as the music is there, but I'm also able to hear me. If the music doesn't overwhelm, the speech, it's fine.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I feel like we're all gonna be crying at the end of this shit.
No, it's not that song.
The song. Yeah, just make sure that you speak into the microphone and we'll hear you fine.
Alrighty, Rafa. This is about Holly's brother. I don't have anything, buddy.
Okay, are we ready? Are we recording?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
still
Okay.
live.
All right, I have no idea. I'm sorry. Well, this next story is called at a funeral. I was going to do this bit at a funeral. A very good friend of mine, one of the best comedians in Lubbock, Texas, his name was Gerald Harper, passed away. And I wrote this for him, kind of like a eulogy type of thing. And we're talking about his sister, Holly Harper. I was able to, I get to get inspired and do this because I knew he would like it. So here we go, okay? This one's for you, Jared. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I met Jared for a brief time, but the time that we had together, it was always a very good time. Jared was a very simple man with simple taste. He didn't care if you had money or not. He cared about the little things and the not so little things, you know what I mean? That's exactly what made him happy. Jared was a very honest person. He was so honest, his favorite phrase was, "I don't give a fuck." That's how honest he was. No, and he meant it. But Jared had a secret, and he took it with him. And I am here to share this secret with you, because I'm sure Jared would like that. Because if there's something that we can all learn from Jared, it's to always be honest. Jared and I, like many young men of a generation in the summer, we look for and discover new indulgences, excesses, and pleasures. There was a summer night after a comedy show. We started drinking tequila. Oh, big mistake. After a few shots, Jared yelled, "I love Mexico!" I didn't think much about it at the time. But after drinking 4 more shots of tequila, he yelled, "I love Mexicans!" And I thought that was the tequila talking or other thing, Mexican style that we were smoking. And we kept drinking more tequila. Again, big mistake. After 4 more shots, Jared looked into me into the eyes. And then he said, "I love you, Rafa." Right there and then I knew what he wanted. And I told him, "Stop it, Jared. Stop it. Oh my God. You're going to convince me."
Shit.
Jared, I'm like a Mexican cactus, okay? I got thorns and spikes. You're going to get hurt. He looked at me with those beautiful small green eyes. And they were green because of this marijuana, you know what I'm saying? And he used his favorite word, "I don't give a fuck, let's do this." And I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I can't believe we're doing this, as I put my pants down. And it was a beautiful night. We looked at the stars. We hollered at the moon, literally. Ow! We did things to each other that no one has ever done to us before. What I'm trying to tell you is that Jared and I, we were lovers. Well, we're not lovers for a long time or anything like that. It was just the one time. Well, it was actually 2 times, but it was the same night, so it only counts as once. And that's because Jared insisted to look into my eyes while we were doing it. So we had to change positions. But that's not even important. That doesn't even matter. What is important and what really matters and what you really need to know is that I was pregnant. Sadly, I lost the baby. It was the first time for me being a mother. After 2 weeks, I couldn't hold it anymore. I had to go to the bathroom. And I know it was Gerald's baby because it was brown, white with a little bit of red. Because he was a red hair, but I don't know, you know that. Nah, this is just bullshit. I wanted to do this at his funeral because I knew he had the sickest sense of humor. He would have loved to be there and see people's reactions if they bought it. You know what I mean? But I chickened out that day at his funeral because there was a priest there and he had a lot of friends and a lot of family. So they wouldn't let me finish to get to the punchline. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying no. He was straight as an arrow. Don't worry about it. It's just bullshit.
This close.
And Jared was one of the best comedians in Lubbock, a good bartender, and most of all, a great friend. This one's for you, bro, whatever you are. Thank you. Good night.
I was pretty close to believing you were gay for a little bit, though.
And that's the thing that I couldn't do here because I had the headphones. but I usually lose my hair and I stand up and I do the whole 9 yards. You know, I get very flamboyant, and people I don't know why, but they fucking love it when I go gay, bro. When I get gay, they fucking
Women love it.
They
Women
go
love
bananas.
it, dude.
I'm serious, bro. But the whole trick to this is tell you to make it as realistic as possible. And you know how it is sometimes, you know, you're not planning to having sex, you're just going to drink with a friend or whatever, but before you know, the tequila shots are flowing, the juices start flowing, and he's looking to you in a different way.
I've
you know what I'm saying?
never looked at Bradley that way, and we've had a lot of tequila.
I'm just saying.
I've had a lot of tequila.
I'm just
with you.
saying, right? It can happen, right? Am I? Oh, I'm the only puta here? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No. Look, it's all fine and dandy what people do, but the gay shit, nah.
Nah, and I get it. It's just this bit is kind of like very relatable. Why? Because girls go to stuff like that all the time. Okay, when they get a little too drunk, before you know you're on all four, living la vida loca. You see what I'm saying? And
we saw that happen.
but also as a guy, how would you? Because at this point your imagination is working. How would you react or feel like if you were in that situation? You see what I'm saying?
I'd punch Bradley.
You know what I mean? Your imagination started playing mind games with you, and they're like, "Oh shit, I'm playing the girl part in this fucking scene. What the fuck?
Fuck
You
that.
see what I'm saying?
Shit.
I ain't no
Yeah,
bad.
right.
That's what I'm saying. It's very
We don't play
relatable.
like that.
I'm just saying,
I'm pretty
shit happens. Oh, what you think?
Oh,
Shit
Rafa,
did happen.
I'll say this.
Rafa, have you fucked a dude?
The other day,
I was this close in Vegas. I was this close in Vegas. This close.
he's like,
All right,
fucking
let's just
uncle-
put. So we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Have you got your dick sucked by a non-woman?
Yes.
All right, there we go.
I tried to suck my own dick once, but when I was skinny, I can barely reach, bro. And I fuck up my neck and my back, and end up going to a massage parlor because the chiropractor was not gonna suck my dick. You see what I'm saying? So you get to kill two birds with one stone, kind of thing.
I love you, Rafa. Not in a gay way, but I love you.
Let me clarify that. Have you heard the Ling Ling story?
Yeah, you told it on here.
Okay.
Yeah, you told me. Jesus Christ. Oof. Who would have known that's where you were going to go with this story? Did you know that guy, though, for real? What's his name? The brother?
Jared Harper, yeah. He was a good comedian. He was one of the best comedians. He was naturally funny. This Mother Flowers, he used to get on stage, grab the mic and say, "What's up?" And everybody was laughing already. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
Did you say
He
Mother
was-
Flowers?
See, man, I didn't want to offend him.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if that's what you said. Sorry.
That's exactly what I said. Yes.
You have just offended. You just talked about fucking him, but all right. You don't want to offend him, call him motherfucker. That's all right. That's all right. But okay. I didn't know he was a comedian. I did not know that.
He was a very good comedian. He was born here in Lubbock. He went to school here in Lubbock. He was a bartender for so many years in so many bars. So everybody knew him. And he was a charismatic guy. He was a funny guy. And at his funeral, there was an ocean of people in there, bro. There was so many people that knew him. And a lot of people talked, right there in front of his casket. I mean, told the priest had to say, "This is it." More people wanted to say something, and it's like, no, it's done because it was taking too long. You know what I mean? It was a very, very famous guy here in Lubbock. Let me put it that way. Very well known.
Harperfest.
Mm-hmm. I participate. I've done this bit over there, the Harperfest every single time. They freaking love it. Again, the first time I did it, Holly Harper, his sister, she was there, and she couldn't believe it because, again, I was acting up as this thing was real. She couldn't believe it. And then my heart is going like this. And wait, baby, let me get to the point. So on the inside, I'm saying this while I'm saying all this horrible shit. You see what I'm saying?
It's like you had to see it through.
Yes. I knew I was hurting her, and I didn't mean that. You know what I mean? At one point, certain people started looking at, oh, this is just the comedy bit. This is just this guy just fucking around. You know what I mean? But it doesn't hit you at all at the same time. You kind of discover that at your own time. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I love comedy, man.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I don't just in light of recent things, it's crazy how quick life is, isn't it?
It could be.
It could be.
Could be.
even if you're old, it's still quick.
As you get older,
it's weird how you know. The older you get, the more shit that happens in your life. That's like, that life events, right? You know, that quick. It's fucking weird. I've just been thinking about that this week. Like,
it's scary to a point because I've seen all kinds of reactions when it comes to death. I remember when I was a teenager, I thought I was invincible. I thought I was God's chosen one. Why? Because I did all kinds of stupid things. I've been in fights. I've been stabbed. I've been shot at. The only thing I did was just this, and nothing ever happened to me. Once I was in the United States all alone, that didn't know anybody, I felt alone, lonely. I felt vulnerable. And I'm like, I'm a stupid motherfucker. I'm not God's chosen one. I'm just like any other motherfucker here. I can die tomorrow. Nobody will know where the fucking my body ended up. So it was one of those realizations that I got when I got to the United States. Again, I didn't know anybody when I crossed the border. So that's when you really feel very vulnerable. And then again, as you get older, work in the hospital also, you can get to see different reactions from people about that. Like some people are ready. Some people are super scared. They don't want it. Some people thought they were ready or they were cool with it or whatnot. And then all of a sudden, I really don't want to die. You know what I mean? I seen people tap out. I saw someone younger than me tap out. Tell the doctor, that's it. Let me go. I mean, the balls that it takes. I mean,
just from like,
how do you get to that spot?
Not wanting to live no more?
Yeah, I mean, they were treating him and he was just, I'm done. So you see all the different reactions from people about death. Some people that are very old, they have suffered a lot. Some people they're very young, babies and stuff like that. I mean, it's just, you get to experience all that. So to me, comedy has helped me a lot to balance the tragedy and the drama to work in a hospital with silliness and stupidness and dirty stuff and all that, completely opposite from the drama and the tragedy. It has helped me a lot. I have always mentioned that all of us who are comedians or performers, we know there's something wrong about us because we have that need for validation.
Pull that mic closer to you? You can pull it closer to you.
We need that for validation from other people. You know what I mean? That's why we perform. That's how we express ourselves. So therefore, for me, I can see that, and it has helped me a lot being out there performing.
Yeah, I'm no comedian, but when I'm sad and down, I like to watch Joey Diaz videos. It just really puts me
in the right place.
In another mindset. Like, it's good to be silly, man.
Yeah.
You know, just again, like, this was happened recently. Fuck, I can be gone tomorrow, dog. I can't take myself so seriously. I can't take life that seriously. I'm a meat. You know, I'm just a sack of meat. I could be dead tomorrow. Who knows?
Pretty much.
And I'm just like, fuck. We had a barbecue on, kind of a barbecue. I made hot dogs on Sunday, and I was just like, man, we needed this because we were around friends, my mom's friends, and it was Jen and Bradley, listening to 90s music, drinking beer. I was a little drunk.
My favorite kind of music,
90s. 90s rap. And I was like, fuck, we needed this. We really needed this. So it was good to really make you like think about life and like what really matters in life. You know what I mean? Your loved ones and shit. Beer matters.
Definitely.
Music, all that. I was just like,
That's all. Music is also very important for everybody.
It is very. I think so.
That's why I use it in my comedy too, is in the background to create an atmosphere and a feeling. And again, it helps me play with audience emotions and stuff like that because it puts your mindset in a different area.
Yeah, I was wondering where you got your.
Huh?
I always wondered because your style is not really conventional when I think of comedians, but
no, it's complete. To me, it's unique and different. The only one that I can think of is Andy Kaufman, that he used to do all kinds of crazy stuff, and you're like, oh shit.
And that's what you're gonna do when you open up for that, or for Paul Rodriguez?
I have the plan of performing La Leyenda del Hijo de la Chingada. That's one of my best bits, so definitely I got to hit with that one. And I'm gonna get 2 bits. I haven't picked the second one yet, but either I can go with La Quinceañera or La Gordita. I have a few under my sleeve.
You should tell your ghost story.
Huh?
Your ghost story.
My ghost story? It's kind of short, though.
Well, just sprinkle it in.
Which one's this?
The ghost story that he tried to fuck.
You like that one, don't you?
It was so funny.
Yeah.
The moaning and shit?
Bro, it's...
Oh yeah, I clipped
Let's talk
that.
about your
You were one of the
travels.
first persons I clipped like an episode of. Because of
and
that
I
story.
really liked it because that segment was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I remember that now. How long of do you have? 5 minutes? 15 minutes?
I get 15 to 20 minutes.
That's a long time, though.
Yeah. It's a long freaking time. To entertain people. And this is the biggest crowd I'm going to perform in front of. So with the biggest star and all that. So, yeah, it's a lot of responsibility.
Does it make you nervous?
Oh, yeah. I'm nervous all the time. People think, you see, when you see me perform, when you see me on stage, I walk in there like if I own the fucking place. You've seen it. But on the inside, I'm nervous as fuck. But that's how you act in order to get the crowd on your side. You gotta project confidence. You know what I mean? So I walk like if I own the motherfucking place. But on the inside, I'm nervous as fuck every single time I perform. And of course, the bigger the responsibility, the bigger the star that I perform with is worse. But at the same time, it helps you. When you get that nervous, it makes your brain, start working faster and get to the point where you're doing your best.
Exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Dang, that's gonna be cool. Where's it at? In Midland?
The one show's going to be in Midland. The other one's going to be in Odessa.
Does Midland got a new venue? They're getting a zoo.
know.
They're getting a zoo. Did you know that?
No.
Sons of bitches getting a zoo, and we're not getting a zoo.
Well, there's money over there in Midland.
There's a lot.
There's oil money. So
Apparently, it's really expensive to live over there.
that's what I heard too. Huh?
Damn. Fuck Midland.
And to me,
Amarillo.
Midland is kind of like my second home when it comes to comedy. They love me over there for whatever reason. They love my style over there. So
The women.
no, the comedians, the people, and
Who
in
are some
general.
Midland comedians?
Jay Graham is one of the guys who runs the Eccentric Brewery. And also Stephanie Shonoff also has shows over there all the time, and Midland, Odessa area, and all that.
So they do it like sort of here. It's like at bars and shit.
And also Michael Shields is one of the top dogs when it comes to putting shows together and stuff like that. And Greg Duran also has put a few shows. So there's plenty of people putting shows over there. There's not as many comedians as in Lubbock, as far as I know.
Can you put that mic like this? Like you can straighten it. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
But sometimes if it wasn't because of the Lubbock comedians that go to Midland, they wouldn't have that many comedians in their show. So that's the only problem.
What do you think about the state of comedy here in Lubbock?
It has gotten so much better. I remember when we started, there was only one open mic. And it was a backstage. And it was just Wednesdays, I believe.
I remember the backstage days.
I
And
went there like once or twice.
And then there was the Lubbock Inn, that bar in the small hotel.
yeah, that was more like just for comedians kind of a thing. We didn't have much of a crowd at all. It was the Rico Room. That's what they call it. But that was like a Tuesday. There was almost no one there. But nowadays we have Cafe J, The Lantern, Bar PM, and we do our showcases in Mano Negra, Manhattan 9, and Two Dogs Brewery, Savage Tavern, and sometimes other places that we can get a show together.
Would you say Manhattan 9?
Correct.
Where's that at?
It's just it's the new Stella's restaurant. Stella's used to be in 50th Street. Now it's called El Malecón.
Oh yeah, right
Now
here.
but now they changed into Milwaukee, somewhere around there in that area. And then behind that's when they have Manhattan Night. Be at a beautiful place, kind of like Speakeasy. You need to use like some sort of code to get in.
That's where that's at?
Yeah, and it's a beautiful spot. It's a small, but
I don't even know if you
it's-
should be saying
but
that
it's
right now.
elegant and
I don't even know if you should be telling people that where it's at. I've been wondering where that place is at. That's what it. Okay, well, we're gonna have to go over there one day
definitely.
if they serve Bud Lights. But
I don't know. They have fancy drinks.
so there's an open mic Tuesday,
Every other Tuesday at Cafe J,
Wednesday,
Wednesday at the Lantern
Thursdays, Savage,
Bar PM.
Sorry, Morgan.
with Morgan.
Friday?
Correct. Friday usually we sometimes either we have a showcase or a featured show or something like that.
Saturday,
Friday and Saturday, that's what we do.
and it depends on like
We've done shows also at Jake's Back Room. Selena did put an amazing show with Bob.
How is that women
Horvath,
one?
Chris Covington. That's the one. Stephanie Shonoff. It was it was standing room only. It was an incredible show. Selena and all of them, they did an amazing job.
I saw
was
that
a great show.
Selena girl did a show with that one lady who was on Kill Tony recently. That one Mexican lady from Kill Tony. Bigger lady. Anyways, it was like in Midland,
that
Odessa.
girl.
Yeah, she like was on a show with her like this last weekend.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, see, Selena's been doing a lot of comedy shows. She's going to festivals. She's all over the place.
Yeah, I'm excited to
Selena
talk to her
Martinez. Yeah, you told me she's coming over here
next week.
Okay,
It'll
perfect.
be fun.
Yeah, she's been running Lap Up City for a while. I don't know how many years by now, but yeah, she's.
Is there another comedy club collective like that?
Well, that's Morgan Simon collective.
West
comedy,
Texas?
Yeah, West Texas collective comedy.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because they posted that podcast on there. I was like, who is this?
Mhm.
That's cool, man. I'm glad to see it. I'm happy to see all these people doing it. I give it up to those people who do open mics, because,
It's not
oh
easy.
boy.
It's not easy. And
That's
sometimes there's great shows. Sometimes it's like, ugh, what the hell happens? Sometimes there's an audience. Sometimes we don't have much of an audience at all.
Yeah, man,
It
I
varies,
just
it
wish we
fluctuates.
didn't record on these days, because it's the only days we really can record. It's Wednesdays and Thursdays. And Mondays. But so that's when y'all do y'all's thing. I want to go out to Bar PM more.
Okay.
Just we record our podcast, and then, you know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do.
I understand.
I love it, though. Well, Rafa, we appreciate you coming on here,
No problem. My pleasure.
making us laugh. They didn't know you were gay, but that's okay. Hey, can I tell you a joke?
Huh?
Can I tell you a joke?
Sure.
Do you
Why
know
not?
what a reverse racism is? I mean, a reverse exorcism. Sorry.
You
I
fucked
the
it up
joke.
already.
I already fucked up the joke. Let me clip that part out. Do you know what a reverse exorcism is?
No idea.
It's where the devil tells the priest to get out of the child.
Hey,
get it.
what do Mexicans
Why
cut
did you
their
say reverse racism?
I don't know. It just came up.
what do Mexicans cut their pizza with?
Machete. I don't know. What?
Little Caesars.
The cheap one. Oh, that's so cute.
Do you know? Do you know what the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman is?
Someone has a dick, I guess. I don't know.
One's a superhero, one's a command.
Oh. You see, I was Iron Man once. I was a little racist because
Jesus.
Frijoles has a lot of iron, you know what I mean? So I was a beaner, I guess.
I tried to think of this other joke I had in my head, but I can't think of it right now. I already fucked up one. Hey, but that reverse exorcism was a good one, wasn't it?
Definitely. You should try open
Fuck,
mic.
no.
Don't be such a chicken.
saying it for
No, no.
years.
see?
Just
You
do
been-
I was just kidding. No,
We
I'm not funny.
gotta make
I don't-
fun
I'm
of
not
someone.
funny. I'm not funny. I don't have any. A minute, again, 3 minutes. A minute. That's a long time.
Just do a minute.
Yeah, you don't have to. They give you 5 minutes, but you don't have to do the whole 5 minutes. You can just say
5 minutes.
That's how much they give you, as much as they give you. But you can do just one joke and say thank you, good night.
We're
and
gonna,
you're done.
no, we're just
That's
gonna
it.
sign up Bradley and make him do a minute.
One of the news.
You just tell movie facts.
One of the newest comedians we have, her name is Baby Sanchez, and she just did her first performance at Bar PM.
I saw that you posted her.
And she did, I don't know, like 3.5 minutes or something like that. She didn't have to do the 5 minutes. So she did pretty good. For her first time, it was great.
Fuck, I was.
We always trying to support the new comedians.
Oh,
we need
you know-
new blood all the time.
You know who I want on this podcast? Tori. Is that her name?
Tori Potter.
That girl.
Okay.
I've been trying to get her on here. If you could help me get her on here.
Okay.
You know her?
I seen her.
I thought she was really funny. Shout out to D. Dylan. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh, fucker. Is he still doing it?
Not as often as.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Why not?
Also, Haley Newman. Oh, he's incredible. He's very good. You should have him also over here in the podcast. He's also.
I think he
wants
just added
to
me
do-
on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Good guy. Great guy.
I met him.
He was actually the host for that show at the backstage, in Jake's backstage.
Actually, that's not who I'm talking about at all. Never mind.
All right.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see who I'm talking about. Who'd you say?
Haley Newman.
Oh, yeah, he did add me. I didn't know who that was.
Yep.
My
Very,
bad.
very
My
funny.
bad, Kim Folk. I'll add you
He's
back.
extremely funny. He's a very unique character.
And he hosted the...
Jake's back room with Selena and all the girls. Because
Was he at La Mano Negra?
Yes, exactly. He was there too.
I remember him now. He screamed really loud.
Yeah,
That guy.
that's the guy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's him. It's very, very funny.
Well, again, Rafa, thanks for coming. I don't know how we get. Oh, I told you a joke that didn't land. This is my open mic. There you go. You got anything else for people?
No, just be kind to each other. Like we always mention, life is kind of rough sometimes, and we don't know what people are going through, nowadays. And definitely, that life's not easy. Let's try to be kind to each other. That's my message for tonight.
Berto?
That's it.
Jennifer?
Rest in peace, Sarah.
March 20th,
Rest in peace.
movie night.
March 20th, movie night. We're going to be doing Drive.
There you go.
Chase will send us a poster soon, and we'll be posting it soon. There you go.
Patreon.com/NakePit Studios. Join now, $1. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks, Rafa.